Hi guys, Ajax NEC 1-0. Ajax, during the live stream, we were discussing whether we're favorites for the league, yes or no. You were the one that was very confident. No worries. During the game today, at any part of the game, were you worried or were you confident? Be honest.
I was confident. I'm always confident, but it was a little bit too close for comfort because if you look at the end score 1-0, they should have put it earlier. That it's done. That there's no equalizing goal possible anymore with the margin to 2, and that they didn't do today. They were quite wasteful with their opportunities up front. But I have to say also we should not overlook NEC because they are quite decent. They are not losing a lot, and they do not concede a lot of goals, especially this year. So I wasn't expecting a high-scoring match, with 4 or 5 difference. But they should have put that second goal in way earlier, and they didn't today. So that was quite wasteful. But defensively, I thought we were quite solid today.
Very good. Talking about that, right? I mean, the first half, we had a couple of chances to score. Second half, we have to talk about that also because I thought maybe we'll pick up our game in the second half, but it became a bit less. And something that we don't usually see at Ajax is that we started also to, play balls back, take some time.
Consolidate.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So are you okay with that? Are you like, listen, all the other competitors are winning scrappy wins, getting scrappy wins, 1-goal margin, etc. I don't mind. At this point, we have to just get the win in. I don't care how. Or are you no? We have to keep attacking, keep doing our thing. How do you see that?
One could argue that it's quite professional and mature to do this because we were always, as Ajax, we always try to go for another goal and for another goal, and we've had some bad results because of this last years, because we kept going. We kept going to score another goal. For example, the Spurs game, in 18-19. It's maybe quite mature now to consolidate a bit more and also try to just grab those 3 points, especially knowing that your competitors both won. So in PSV and Feyenoord then primarily. So yes, I'm not a fan of it because I want to see good football and I want to see as many goals as possible. But sometimes it is professional and good to just grab the result and put it in the end zone, So yeah, you could argue for both, but the most important thing are the 3 points at the moment, and that mission was accomplished.
Yeah, like every game we see Ajax, every game you see Tadic on the sheet, you can expect either an assist or a goal. He always delivers, no matter how he plays. It's incredible. 1,500 wins today. On the positive note, he has 6 games winning in a row, so it's going well. We have, I think, next week we have Heerenveen, if I'm not mistaken, and then the week after we have Feyenoord. So things are becoming more and more. We have 10 games to go. Still sticking to your book?
Yeah, I do not know. I didn't see the match, but Feyenoord played against 10 men yesterday, and I believe it was quite a harsh red card, if I recall correctly. But I didn't see the game. But they scored again deep in injury time, so that says enough. I told you guys already, it will not be a walk in the park. This was at their own home against a 10-man side for the majority of the game. And still, they had to break the stalemate at the 92nd minute, I believe. So almost at the end, or I believe at the last minutes, they scored that 1-0. So it isn't a walk in the park for them either. And now they're going into Europe. And like I said, they could easily have lost points yesterday. And I think those opportunities that they will lose points will still come. I'm not saying we will win everything, but they will not win everything also, although they have the easiest, schedule on paper.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, talking about players today, any highlights for you? You talk about defensive organization, so I guess you're happy with the center?
Yeah, I thought we were defensively solid today, and I loved what Bessie showed today. I thought he was quite good, so happy with his performance. Hopefully he can continue on this path, and I gave him the man of the match today because I thought he was very solid, especially because he had some bad games a few weeks ago, that we were doubting him, but defensively he was very strong today.
Yeah. How about Timber? I want to touch upon that because I've been critical about him recently. more on the defensive side of things. I mean, today in the first half, especially when he helps with the build-up, it creates much more, threat basically going forward. He's becoming more and more accustomed to that, and also, contributing basically to the team. Do you like what you're seeing from him in that area?
Yeah. I thought he was good today, and especially with the build-up play. But he is the vice captain, so he needs to start stepping up. And he's not that youth product anymore that just arrived at the team and played for a half a season or a season. He's now one of the big guys within the squad. You're not vice captain for nothing. So him being vice captain over a Berghuis, over a Klaassen, says something about his stature within the team. But that's he also needs to show on the pitch. He needs to be a leader, but also lead by example. And I thought his passing play today was quite good. I love to see that. So hopefully he can continue to build upon that. I thought it was one of his better games from the last series of games we had. So I'm quite happy with what I saw today from Timber.
All right. Look, usually we're used to playing two games a week. Now we don't have anything this week. So next week they have a full week to rest, basically, to come again next week against Heerenveen, I believe. Altogether, if you look at this team, right, how it's performing. I mean, not only today, but let's say last 2 weeks. Are you liking what you're seeing? The development that you're seeing with the team? Are there things like you're maybe like, maybe we should try out this or maybe change this? What's your overall view right now?
My overall view is positive. I think Heitinga is doing a decent job, and I can see that that it's starting to gel within the team. That there's more of a better morale for once, and secondly, they also starting to play better football together, and this is something that will lead to a better team chemistry and also better individual performances from our side. That we have multiple players that can be a threat towards the opponent. And I think you will start seeing that more and more coming weeks. And I just have to take, not literally, because my hair is not really neat today, but I have to take my head off for Johnny, because winning your first 6 matches, that's quite a good result, especially in the state that Ajax was in when he took over from Schreuder. So the European matches is quite sad that we got eliminated. But in the competition, we're doing good, and also within the cup. So we're still fighting for 2 trophies: the competition and the cup. So I think Johnny needs to continue what he's doing, and deserves a lot of praise. And for me, also the best thing is that defensively we started looking more solid and solid. And in the beginning, those first matches, I had that feeling sometimes that I wasn't confident that we would grab those 3 points, but when the margin was 1 up, So, and today I didn't have that. I didn't have one moment in the game that I thought, oh, this could go wrong. And for example, those first matches under Heitinga, we had some difficulties defensively, especially in the first half of those matches, that we could easily have conceded a goal. And that I didn't see today. So I see the team growing, and hopefully that will keep turning into W's.